I hear a lot of concerns about animal welfare, factory farming, battery cages, antibiotics, hormones, through social media mostly, and from friends, neighbors, and family. I always emphasize the importance of reliable sources and credentials, and I do my best to explain that our industry is research-based. Feeding the world is a very, very serious job, and it is in the farmer's best interest to maintain good animal welfare. A stressed or sick bird will not grow as well or lay as many eggs as a healthy bird. There is ongoing research worldwide on improving animal production. Personally, I've participated in research testing vaccines, examining the impact of light bulbs, the impact of sound and smell, of ammonia, and on stress in birds, and I can guarantee that our industry is always looking for ways to improve and provide our birds with the best life we can. There's research out there on air quality, the type of feed, the best method of vaccination, you name it. The chickens we have today are a result of genetics, not hormones. That's another thing. Added hormones and steroids are illegal, and strict biosecurity and vaccines are used whenever possible to prevent disease. I plan to be involved in the community, both in and outside veterinary medicine. I think education is the key, expanding programs like FFA and 4-H to inner city schools, and expanding the involvement of agriculture-oriented fraternities such as Alpha Zeta and AGR throughout college campuses. I think communicating the meaning of terms such as organic, antibiotic-free, hormone-free is crucial to changing the mindset of the consumer. I think using digital media is very important. Creating an app where people can have a farm where they're meant to feed a village, and they can make decisions on vaccination protocols, biosecurity, feed additives, and they can see some of the consequences. I mean, you didn't apply the vaccine properly, sorry, your bird's got Newcastle. You didn't do proper biosecurity, all of your eggs are deformed, what are you gonna do? I grew up in the Dominican Republic, where my mom is the veterinarian in charge of the poultry division of stock breeding. Growing up, we had goats, sheep, cattle, quail, rabbits, ducks, geese, parakeets, cockatiels, all at different times in the middle of Santo Domingo, which is a city of over 3 million people. I grew up sleeping inside mosquito nets, worried about dengue and other tropical diseases, and this is where my interest in infectious diseases really comes from. I grew up knowing most humans live in close proximity to animals and their products, which gives zoonotic diseases the perfect opportunity to spread through populations. When I was 14, I moved to the Bronx, New York. I didn't speak English and had never been to New York City before. I attended Bronx International High School, where I graduated 4th in my class with over 15 college credits earned. I was vice president of the student council and knew my goal was to go to vet school, so I volunteered at a pet shop and worked at an animal hospital. As an undergraduate at Cornell University, I got involved with poultry research through working with Dr. Benjamin Lucio Martinez at the vet school. I also got to do work with virology and parasitology. I was a member of Tasia Bellinen's troop for 4 years. I served in 3 executive board positions. My last year, I was president. I was also a member of Alpha Zeta fraternity, which is a co-ed honors professional and service fraternity dedicated to furthering agriculture. I studied abroad at the University of Newcastle and got to live at the university farm and help with lambing, participating in welfare studies, which was a lot of fun. Then after graduation, I worked at the University of Delaware for a summer where I learned a lot about poultry production and participated in trainings on foam depopulation, proper PPE, compost piles, etc. Right now, I am currently a 3rd year in the DVM PhD program at the University of Georgia. In the Department of Veterinary Pathology, I work with Drs. Corey Brown and Claudio Afonso on de novo vaccination strategies for Newcastle disease virus. My research is done at the Southeast Poultry Research Laboratory of the USDA. Currently, I am the president of Veterinary Students as One in Culture and Ethnicity, or VOICE. I first became involved with VOICE at Cornell University as their undergraduate student liaison. And in my 3 years of involvement with the UGA Voice chapter, I've held 3 e-board positions, being president this year. I am also the president and co-founder of the Swine Aquaculture and Poultry Food Animal Club at the college. This is the club's 2nd year, and every year Voice will go to an elementary school and discuss the importance of animal health, vet careers, how to approach animals and wildlife, etc. This year, SWAP will be joining them, and we'll talk about diversity within the vet med profession. My ultimate goal is to use my DVM and PhD degrees to do research on diseases affecting commercial poultry to ensure the safety of the U.S. food supply.